Hi everyone, it's Darlene. Welcome to this week's card. Today I'm going to be using some Wow Glitter embossing powders, and I'm going to be using them on a card with the Butterfly Drift die by Simon Says Stamp. And I've got this Altenew Sentiments and Quotes set, which has some really unique sayings in it. The two colors I'm going to be using on this particular card are Sparkling Snow and Shrinking Violet. If you go to my blog, you'll see a bunch of different versions of this card using different colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my magnetic platform, which I love, and I'm going to use a piece of Nina Solar White cardstock. I'm going to cut my butterfly die out. Now I'm going to be using all three pieces, the negative, the outline, and also the inside. So you'll see what I mean when this comes out of the machine. You're going to have a bunch of different pieces, and they pop out pretty easily. I'm trying to be really careful here because I don't want to tear anything. But I'm going to be using the negative space, and the outline I'm going to do in black actually, so I'm going to be cutting that die again, and then I'm going to be putting this glitter embossing powder on all the inside butterflies. Now what's great about these embossing powders is that it's glitter without the glitter mess, because I can't stand the glitter mess. So and then when you're done, the glitter does not rub off at all. I mean, it's really stuck there with the embossing powder, so it's a great product. Okay, so out of this black piece I'm actually just going to be using the outline. Alright, now it's time to glitter up my butterflies. Now I've got a scratch sheet of paper and some adhesive, and I'm just going to temporarily adhere my butterfly to this scratch sheet of paper, and that's just to keep it stable and steady while I put my Versamark ink on there, and also that way I don't have to hold it and get my finger on it. So I'm going to make sure I get really good coverage on this butterfly, and then I'm going to take my Shrinking Violet embossing powder, glitter embossing powder. And what I do is I just have a scratch sheet that I folded in half, and that way it has a crease in the middle. And then what I'll do is I'll just sprinkle it on to my butterfly, and then my scratch sheet will catch the excess. And then I'll just tap it, and then I'll just pour the remainder as I tap both sides of my paper to kind of get it into the crease, and then it just rolls right down. Now some of the glitter does come off onto my craft sheet, but and by the way, that purple on my scratch sheet is ink from another project. It's not actually the glitter. I've got a glitter cloth, and that'll clean up any remaining pieces of glitter that are on my craft mat, so it's a really clean process. Now what I'll do is I'm going to heat this to set it, and once it's all done, the glitter does not come off at all. You can rub it with your finger, and you still get a great sparkly shine. Now to get this off, I'm just going to use a paper piercer. Now this adhesive I used was actually permanent adhesive because I don't have any temporary adhesive, but once you kind of nudge it along a little bit, you can just pull it right off. Now I'm going to repeat this process with the rest of my butterflies, but I'm going to be using the Sparkling Snow on these. And this particular color has kind of a holographic look to it, I guess. It's kind of got that greenish, some green glitter in there. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty color. You can see it better in this picture here. And then I'm just going to pull all these off. And just use my glitter cloth for any excess. And now I've got all my pieces. I'm going to start putting them together. And my card base is Nina Solar White 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to use some Tombow Mono Multi Glue. I've just cut these 1/4 inch strips of black cardstock, and I'm using glue so that I can easily move these pieces around if I need to, just to make sure that it's all lined up. Now for my middle piece, I'm actually going to use a tape runner, and I'm just going to adhere the edges. I'm not going to worry about the inside for now. And I'm working from left to right. That way I make sure everything fits just perfectly against each other. And then finally my black piece. Sorry about my craft mat, it just kept moving for some reason in this video. And you can see my table is black underneath. Alright, now what I decided to do with these with this outline is to use a two-way glue pen. And I actually put some tape runner underneath the butterfly on the card base, and it was too hard to do because once I put it down it was permanent, and this allows me to just kind of wiggle it around a little bit and make sure that I get it all right up against the edge of the negative part of the die. And I grabbed my paper piercer to help me out a little bit, and it was actually a pretty easy process because the glue stayed wet long enough for me to adhere the whole thing. And with the two-way glue pen you can be pretty exact in where you put your glue, and it doesn't seep out the edge at all. Now there's this one piece in the middle that I need to be white. It's part of the negative, but it popped out of the die. So I kind of put it in a safe place off to the side so it wouldn't get lost. I'm just going to pop that right in. Alright, now I'm ready to adhere all my butterflies, and I'm just going to take the Tombow Mono Multi Glue again, and I'm going to do each butterfly one at a time, and I'm just going to kind of press it into place for maybe like 3 or 4 seconds, and that's enough to hold all the edges, and I didn't have any problems with the butterflies popping up. And then finally I'm going to add a line with a Stampin' Up! Black marker, just a ruler. And then I've got to add my sentiment, which I'm going to add using some VersaFine Black Onyx ink, which is my favorite with clear stamps. And that's it. Now I'm having a giveaway on my blog today, so if you'd like to win some of these embossing glitter powders from WOW, go on over and leave a comment. So I hope you enjoyed it, and also check out the other versions of this card that I made with different colors. And I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.